season nears its end, a berth in the postseason is the goal. And this man knows the responsibility for getting them there lies mostly with him and with his ability to guide through offense flawlessly in this game. It's the Falcons going up against the Seahawks.
Larry, no trip to the Northwest is really complete without a little rain, and we're going to get plenty of it here at CenturyLink Field in Seattle. This crowd, as we've come to expect in recent years, as loud as any in the NFL, and they get even louder when their Seahawks are introduced. We're ready for football as the Seahawks get set to do battle with the Atlanta Falcons.
Title Madden 1-8 franchise QB EP1-1 against the Seahawks.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Flushed out right. He completes it to Julio Jones. Give him 30 yards there.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
To throw now on first down. He's going to go for a big play downfield. It's caught at the 10. It's a big play there for Atlanta. 48 yards.
Now that play will end up on the highlights, and you'll see it all over the place. But what you won't see, the offensive line that bought the extra time, that allowed for the big completion downfield, those guys made that play possible.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. This will be caught at about the 6. The numbers for Julio in last week's effort. After the game, he was the focus. He was in the end zone at every turn, wasn't he?
Seemed like every time they were in the red zone, they went to him.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. Julio Jones. Touchdown number 22 on the season. And the Falcons have taken the early lead. Now the Falcons offense, they get ready to head back out here. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number one goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number two goal is win your division. Number three goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up third. He'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. Fighting through it. He's got space. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
Now that definitely hurts because the mindset is getting a 3-and-out there, and they don't get it done. They give up the scramble and a pickup for a first down.
They'll look to throw now on first down. And an alley to run. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. So we played one quarter here on a Monday night. 7-all is the score. We'll be back to Seattle right after this.
The NFL on EA Sports is fueled by Gatorade, the sports fuel company.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Buying time to his left. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a first down. Looking to throw. And he's got his star receiver. It's Jones for the Falcon touchdown. So out come the Falcons now. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Open, and that's caught inside the 35. And all the way inside the 35 before he goes out of bounds. And the young buck showing that ability, that agility to dance outside of the pocket, complete the deep ball.
And don't think for a second that the coaching staff didn't have their heart rate accelerate a little bit there, right? Anytime you have those young quarterbacks and they get outside of the pocket, you're just hoping that they make good decisions because so many things can happen that can go wrong when you throw it downfield like that. He got away with it there and in a big way.
Forced out to his left. Finding room to the 20. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain.
Well, that was man coverage. So once he decides to run with the football, there's no one to account for him, and he turns it into a nice gain.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown.
They went 5 wide in that offensive set, and racing going 3 wide's a big deal.
Atlanta now coming out on the field. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
From the midfield strike, they'll look to throw. He's airing it out for some. He rifles one that's intercepted. It's Shaquille Griffin, the rookie from Central Florida, and he will return this one to the 30-yard line. Now coming out on the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Sanu with a grab over the middle. And that is what you call a hit stick. Put down to the ground hard. A good pickup there, 26 yards. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. Back to throw here. And here he'll get it down to the 7. So we have reached halftime now with the visiting Falcons out on top. Orlando and Larry Ridley. Well, Larry, I know it's late. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Going up top. So they took a shot on first down, but couldn't connect. Well, the numbers have been good in the passing game, and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, third quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, a little credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot. But they have to feel good about how they've been throwing it overall.
He only got a couple on that one, so not a ton of help. They'll have a 3rd and 8 forthcoming.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. They give him 13 yards down to play in a fresh set of downs. They run. Devontae Freeman. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
And he'll push his way up to about the 44 here. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5. They'll look to throw here. Eluding the pressure right. And he's got Sanu. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
He's got his man on the crossing route. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15, just shy of the 10. That one goes for 24 yards. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Falcons will add on to their lead. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Flush to his right. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's 3rd down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense if that fell harmlessly to the ground. So he got 3 on 1 tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else. 4 yards on the pickup there, but it's going to take him to 4th down. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the all-pro free safety, Earl Thomas. And he'll return this one just shy of midfield to the 49. Atlanta now coming out on the field. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He's going to wind up and air it out. Jones breaking from the contact. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
I know exactly why he tried to throw the ball to Julio Jones there. He's never considered covered. He's either too fast or too strong. You always try and get it to him.
Especially on the pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. The rookie from Michigan State, Malik McDowell. And it'll be a third and about 13. Chalk that up as their first sack in this game, and they tallied 4 a week ago.
And probably not as much exultation in that sack as what took us so long. Because when you get 4 the previous week, you're counting on continuing that momentum. They didn't get that done in the first half of the game. Let's see now if they start to bring even more exotic pressure towards the quarterback.
Needed 13. They got 14 on third down.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
A gain of 3, second down.
The way things have gone in this one, the running game's been something of an afterthought, and that's not been too bad for them, has it?
Yeah, the offensive returns have been good, but I guess we figured he in the ground game would be a bit more involved. 3 yards on. Interesting third and about 4 to go. On the counter, Devontae Freeman. And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
Let's go! Ohio!
They're going to try and throw. Flushed out right. And it's complete. Hooper. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.
Holding offense.
That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden.
And here now come the Falcons. Now, the previous drive they punted, but that was just the first time they've had to do so in this game.
And when they turn on the game film, the coaches will rant about this, right? They'll say, oh, God, we got to move the ball, guys. We can't punt the ball away. But they have to keep smiles off their faces because that's the first time in the game they've had to do so. They've moved it quite well. They'll overall be happy with what they've seen.
And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
Let's go! One, done! Flex round! Flex round! Flex round! Flex round!
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Rolling to his right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down.
So I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Escaping the pressure right. He may try and run for this. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. First down, 18-yard gain. They'll look to throw here on first down. Coleman has it here right side. And he takes this one down all the way near the 30. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football.
Here we go!
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. They'll set up the screen for Freeman. And he showed off a nice juke of the defender before the next wave could bring him down. A good first down call as the screen play gets him 9.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Personal foul. Face mask. Defense.
Trailing in the fourth, this close of a game, that's a penalty you just can't afford.
It's an absolute killer, and it's one that drives coaches and teammates insane.
Now back to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. A great move, but it only takes him to the 7. He's dropped there. He'll get only 2 there, and it's 2nd and goal.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short gain.
It'll be a gain of 6, and that's going to bring up an interesting 3rd and goal. They'll drop to throw. Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7. Perry Riley in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that'll lead to a 4th down. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about
toe bashed it.
Super toe.
And a hit jarred loose. It's incomplete.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
He'll look to throw. Flush to his right. He can run for it, and he will. And brought down, but the juke, a very nice juke, gets him the 1st down yardage there. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you watch high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
They're going to look to throw. Flushed out right. Looking deep for who? It's caught at the 10. Touchdown, Falcons. Julio Jones with another touchdown, number 24 on the year. And the Falcons will extend their lead.
And to me, that touchdown allows you to start grinning widely on your sideline. I think they pretty much locked this one away.
Yeah, that's the clincher, the proverbial icing on the cake, if you will. Here comes the Falcon offense now as they get set to take over here. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just one kneel here, and this game should be over.
And it's always the final play of preparation each week. The practicing of the kneel-down formation, the victory formation. We've got a game in hand, and that's all they're going to want to do now. They'll put someone back deep just in case something goes haywire. But all in all, take the snap, kneel down, and shake hands. Yes, get out of there.
So that one a hold right guard.
And you understand why offensive and defensive linemen probably go to martial arts schools and work on their hands so often, because that could be the make or break difference on a play. This time he had to grab a jersey in order to make the play happen. Got caught for the penalty.
And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call.
And we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
Being chased out left. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Well, Charles, the forecast called for rain throughout the entire game, and we got rain throughout the entire game. But these two teams, they had fun getting dirty out there. They love the slop.
Did you trust the forecast ahead of time? Or are you one of those guys that's skeptical about it, or did you trust it?
But when I saw just a big blob of green on the radar, I said, okay, let's trust.
Yeah, and that's why I'm glad you took my advice. Got your notes laminated, because, you know, open-air booth, That rain can affect us as well, although not as much as the guys on the field. But let's face it, it's kind of fun to watch these types of games, isn't it?
It is. By the way, how impressive is it that you travel with a laminator? I didn't even know there was a portable laminator.
The things that you learn.
Golly, wise beyond his years. So for Atlanta, the great run they've been on continues as they move to 9-1 now. And they will head home next week to take on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Meanwhile, for the Seahawks, it's a loss that'll drop them back to 500 through 10 games. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Santa Clara to take on the 49ers. That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. With that, we say good night from Seattle.